Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going back to school. I'm finally going to college. Not quite, but today this is what we're going to do. I'm actually going to be taking marketing quizzes that they give you in college. As many of you guys know, my first business was a social media marketing agency. So I know a thing or two about marketing. We generated about $30 million in revenue. Safe to say, or I feel comfortable saying, that I am an expert in marketing. I think better than what a lot of
why is he looking at me like that? What's up, little bud?
colleges would teach. So I decided to put myself to the test and take their quizzes to see how I do. So I'm going back to school to see if I can make it. Before we start this video, make sure you like, subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this YouTube channel and produce videos like this. So make sure you like, subscribe, and get the algorithm on our side so this video blows up and all the other videos blow up as well. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of these marketing quizzes. All right, so as you guys can see, that is me there in the corner of the screen. And I've done the liberty of pulling up this practice quiz, CLEP. I'm not exactly 100% sure what that means, but Principles of Marketing Exam Prep. We're not gonna study, so we're actually gonna go and just do the test mode. Let's see how this goes. I'm excited. I've never done this before, so let's see. Wow, they're going hard on this. Questions available 30. Let's do the hardest thing. We're gonna give it Let's go! The most effective marketing communications tool to move a consumer from brand unawareness to awareness is what? 2. Successful branding for nonprofit organization requires it to be memorable representation of its philosophy and cause. Blah, 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 blah. What in the world is this? Thought. The early 2000s, oil of Olay changed its moisturizer's image to one that helps women look much younger. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a lot of these don't have anything to do with actual marketing or stuff that you use in the world. It's just stuff to make you sound like you know what you're talking about. That's what it seems like. Let me finish the quiz. I'm on the 11th question. Ooh, I like this question. This one actually does have to do with marketing. Colgate marketing managers have decided to reduce the segmentation of their White Plus and White Only brands of whitening toothpaste to curb the risk of, all of these, like, consumers can get confused, but they wouldn't like reduce the segmentation because of that. Cannibalization, where people buy one of them and not the other one. Sales runoff, oversaturation, they don't care, underdevelopment. I want to say cannibalization. One thing I hate, and I'm reading these questions, let me just read this to you. The function of marketing communications is exemplified by the following 4 fundamental decisions. Like, why did they make it so complicated? I feel like there would have been an easier way to word this that would have made it make sense. And we scored a whopping 56%, 57%. I'm gonna round up and give myself some credit. You don't pass with the 57%. If you're in college, you can comment if I passed or not, but I don't think I did. I did a pretty good job, I think. Not bad for the first one. All right, so that first test, we did not do so hot. I thought I would do a lot better, but I still think I did a good job. It just wouldn't have passed a college class, and I think that's what I was going for. I wanted to prove that I could pass college and it wouldn't be hard. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to take one specifically on digital marketing because that one I felt was like really broad. They asked weird questions about supply chain, which was weird to me because I don't really handle that stuff. So I'm gonna do one strictly on digital marketing. I'm gonna see if I can find one, and let's see how this one goes. All right, I found one that we can just hammer out. This one is Intro to Digital Marketing Final Exam. I'm a digital marketer, so it only makes sense that I would get 100%.
100%.
Why do consumers have to opt in? Because opting in is required by federal law. Continue. Damn. Tyler needs to attract new people to his website. He has a large budget and his demographic is very specific. What type of ads should he use? Oh my God. What's the biggest difference between mobile marketing and any other form of digital marketing? What is mobile marketing? Like marketing on a phone? Boom, baby, let's go. Mobile marketing refers to SMS. Boom, baby, let's go. As a general rule, a company should have no more than blank customer personas. I want to go as little as possible. I want to say 2 to 3. 5 to 6. Who discovers this stuff? Like who does this? Who writes these television? That's for sure, right? Got him. It's easily measurable and can be changed on the fly. True. Boom, baby. We're getting some momentum now. We're 4 out of 8. 50%. If we don't get any more wrong, we might have a chance to pass this exam. What is a sales funnel? What? What is a set group of consumers to whom your product or service aims for target market? Boom. Got 'em. How can building a following on social media facilitate SEO? I have a big social media following. I should know this. Boom, baby, let's go. Why is it important to pay attention to customer engagement? Customer engagement is the goal of all advertising. I feel like you would want people to buy, but I feel like it's this answer because that's how this test has been going. Customer engagement helps create a buzz. This is what I would say, but I think they're gonna say this. So if it's this one, I knew it. No, I was right. Let's go.
Let's go.
60%. I improved by 3%. I'm a digital marketer, so it only makes sense that I would get 100%. Right, baby. Didn't pass still, but you know what? 60% is good. I'll take it. Areas of weakness. Oh, that's cool. They have these. Areas of weakness. My digital marketing strategy is weak, apparently. My mobile marketing strategy, also weak. And my digital marketing plans, very weak. But my areas of strength is social media marketing strategy. This is my last shot at glory here. I couldn't find anything else. For some reason, this is the only quiz available online, or the only final. So the CLEP Principles of Marketing. Let's take this practice test. Let's see how we do. It's the final one. I'm gonna nail it. Let's do it. Oh, I'm not gonna nail this test. I have no clue. Damn. This is hurting my brain. It is way too late for this. What the fuck? The 4 P's of marketing strategy. First of all, there's 7 P's of marketing. Look it up. This is a real thing. I have it in my program. This is wrong, but the 4 P's of marketing involve product, price, promotion, place. Like the back of my hand, baby. There's also 3 more. Even with these big words, I'm getting some right because they use all of these big words: product orientation, marketing orientation, societal marketing orientation, and I still somehow get them right because it's not that complicated when you think about it. And it's hard to see through their smoke with all these big words, but you can still find the right answer just by knowing and understanding marketing. Damn. 40%. We did even fucking worse. Oh my goodness. Welp, that sucks. I got 40%. Areas of strength. Apparently I have no strengths in marketing. And my areas of weakness: marketing philosophies and ethics, international marketplace, and consumer decision making. That one didn't go too well for me. All right, guys, so there you have it. I failed pretty much every single test that I took on marketing. Keep in mind, like I said in the beginning of this video, I have spent millions of dollars and generated 8 figures in revenue using digital marketing, creating content, email marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, everything in between. My agency handles all of that. If there's anything I took away from this, it's that marketing, I guess technically the technical education behind marketing, the proper marketing, I don't know too much about. If you were to put me in a college class about marketing, even with all of my experience and everything that I've done, I still might not know too much, or I still might not pass that class. But in real life, I've gotten results and I get results continuously to this day. I guess my biggest takeaway from this entire thing is that marketing in the real world and marketing what you learn in school are 2 completely separate things. Am I saying college is useless? No, because you can learn lots of things in college. I'm sure if you're gonna become a doctor, an engineer, I say this all the time, a lawyer, then you need college. But when it comes to stuff like this, business, real life things that make actual money, you're not gonna be using any of that stuff. And I'm sure that's not all they teach, but I'm also sure that you can learn a lot more on your own just by going on Google, going on YouTube, kind of doing it the way I did it, with mentors, with courses, as opposed to going to college for this type of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I want you guys to comment what your thoughts were. Maybe you're in marketing class and you're doing better than me. Let me know in the comments. And again, before you go, like, subscribe, and get the algorithm popping. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Break rules, never make them. She act up, I replace her.